The Revolution Part 18, Jimmy Carter, the President in USA. The Carter administration increasingly became locked in a debate about continued support for the monarchy. As early as November, Ambassador William Sullivan sent a telegram to Carter, the thinking, the unthinkable telegram. The telegram effectively declared his belief that the Shah would not survive the protests and that US should consider withdrawing its support for the government and persuading the march to abdicate. The United States would then help assemble a coalition of pro-Western military officers, middle-class professionals, and moderate clergy with Khomeini installed as a Gandhi-like spiritual leader. The telegram touched off a vigorous debate in the American cabinet, with some, such as National Security Advisor Zbigniew Brzezinski, rejecting its outright Secretary of State Cyrus Vance, rejected a military crackdown, and he and his supporters believed that moderate and progressive intentions of Khomeini and his circle. Increasing contact was established with the pro Khomeini camp. Based on the revolutionaries' responses, some American officials, especially Ambassador Sullivan, felt Khomeini genuinely intended to create a democracy. According to historian Abbas Milani, this led to the United States facilitating Khomeini's rise to the power. The Shah began to search for a new prime minister, one who was civilian and a member of the opposition. On 28 December, he secured an agreement with another major National Front figure, Shahpur Bakhtiar. Bakhtiar would be appointed as prime minister, a return to civilian rule, while the Shah and his family would leave the country. His royal duties would be carried out by a regency council, and 3 months after his departure, a referendum would be submitted to the people, deciding on whether Iran would remain a monarchy or become a republic. A former opponent of Shah Bakhtiar became motivated to join government because he was increasingly aware of Khomeini's intentions to implement hardline religious rule rather than a democracy. Karim Sanjabi immediately expelled Bakhtiar from National Front, and Bakhtiar was denounced by Khomeini, who declared that the acceptance of his government was equivalent to obedience to false gods. The Shah left on 16 January 1979 along with his family. The Shah, wanting to see Bakhtiar established, kept delaying his departure. Consequently, to the Iranian public, Bakhtiar was seen as the Shah's last prime minister, undermining his support. American General Robert Husser, the deputy commander of the US European Command, entered Iran while the option of a pro Shah military coup still was a possibility. Hussein met the military leaders but not the Shah and established meetings between them and Khomeini allies for the purpose of agreeing on Bakhtiar's transitional government. Ambassador Sullivan disagreed and attempted to pressure Hussein, ignore the military, and work directly with Khomeini's opposition. Nevertheless, Hussein won out and continued to work with both the military and opposition. He left Iran on 3 February. The Shah was privately embittered by Hussein's mission and felt that the United States no longer wanted him in power. On the morning of 16 January 1979, Bakhtiar was officially appointed prime minister. The same day, a tearful Shah and his family left Iran for exile in Egypt, never to return. Yes, they never returned. Bakhtiar's premiership and Ayatollah Khomeini's return in the months of January and February 1979. You will see we are not in any particular animosity with the Americans. Ayatollah Khomeini, in a secret message to Carter administration, January 27, 1979. When the news of Shah's departure was announced from the newspaper, news at 2 p.m. on Iran's national radio, there were spontaneous scenes of joy throughout the country.